Hello there, folks. Hey, this is Joe Ozu here. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you an alternate way to update a DA50 or DA70 from an older build of Crimson to something newer. And particularly, this is important if you have an older DA50, DA70 that was built before October of 2022. You've got to migrate that from whatever firmware it has on it there to at least build 0050. And then after you go to that step, you can go to the next step of updating to the latest. So in this example here, well, actually, before I do that, what I'm talking about is here on our website, they actually have a little pull-up here that tells you about it. And anything built, like I said, before October of 2022, yeah, needs to have at least a Crimson 3.0.0050 or later firmware on it to be able to use the latest. If it has an older build than this on it, you've got to take Crimson to this build first before you can go up to there. So in that case, you'd actually have to go to the Redline website. And if you slide down here to Crimson 3.2, down below here is a revision history. You click on that little link there and bring up all the different builds. Let's pretend that I'm running a Crimson 3.2 with the 0020 build, for instance. So it has something quite a bit older. So what you'll need to do with that is you go to Redline's website and download either this build here at 50. Where is it at here? No, 47. Number 50 right here. Go ahead and download that. And you're going to install that on your PC, which means you're going to do add remove. You want to remove your current build of Crimson 3.2, install this, and then from here, you're going to build an image file. And we're going to show you how to update that on there. And then after you do that, you can download to the latest build of Crimson and you're off to the races. So let me show you something. In mine, I actually have connected here a DA70, quite a bit older unit, but I've done some updating. But you can see here that I'm currently running build 3.0 or 3.2.0071. And I would like to update this firmware on here, the whole Crimson database, if you will, to the latest on this unit via this alternate route I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go to Crimson here, and here I've got Crimson 3.2. Now I'm running on this build, I'm running the latest build as today, this here, and I want to create an image file, and I'm going to use the system web page to update this unit. So I want to show you this procedure. So if I was going from an older build and I installed Crimson 3.2.0050, if I had that build on there, go to help and about, it would show that here. So in that case, I want to create an image file that takes that older product and at least takes it up to 0.0050. And then after I do that, I can then update to the latest. So in this case, I'm in Crimson here. I've got a simple database. I'm going to go to the file pull down and I'm going to do save image. So I'm going to save this, and you want to call the name image and then just leave it .ci3. It'll automatically give it the suffix. So call it image.ci3. And I'll say yes. I'm going to support upload. So now I should have on my hard drive on my computer this particular file. If I go back to my web page here for the configuration, I'm going to hit the pull down here, go down to utilities. And in utilities, you can see right here, there's an upload image. By the way, I have a camera on the unit, so I'm hoping up this picture over here. I'm hoping this picture shows correctly. The unit has a green ring on it right now. I've got my lights off. It's kind of hard to see with this cheap camera I have, but the ring is green right now. So if I hit this upload image button, I'm going to direct it to where I saved the image. There it is. I'm going to click the open button here. This pop-up comes up. By the way, if you're doing this on a product that's out in the field, you will want to make sure that you've already extracted the database out of that unit, because when I go do this, it's going to delete that database with whatever this image file is. So you want to make sure that you've already extracted the database that's on that product. Even though you might have a different build of Crimson, you should be able to extract it and save that program or that database on there. So I'm going to say yes to this. I'm going to click OK. It's going to ask me again, are you sure? I'm going to say yes. And I want you to see in this video the amount of time it might take for this unit to do this procedure. So I'm going to let this thing completely run and see how long this takes. We're going to watch the unit do a power cycle, reboot, and hopefully we get our ring coming back to solid green. Let's see what happens. Nothing like a little Diet Coke in the afternoon, team. All right, so I'm going to press the button here to do a restart. Just so you know, the ring has turned white on the unit right now. So I'm going to click the OK button. Let's see what it does. So the web page is going to go down, or at least it's not going to be active here, but the ring is completely white on the unit right now. Let's see what happens. Hopefully you're watching the picture down here. All right, the whole unit power cycled off. We got blinking blue, blinking blue halo. Okay, we got some blinking green here. I'm waiting for the ring to come up to a solid green. Should indicate that it's done with its reboot here. All right, go back to white. And now we got solid green on the ring. So if it's truly solid green, I'm going to try to reload the web page here. Let's see. So I'm going to go back in here. Click, whoops, I want to go advanced. Click the link. You got to put in the password off the unit. So remember, it's admin. And then the password is on the side of the unit there, your number there, or the label is where you'll find it. And here I am back into this. So if I go to the home, look, I successfully updated that unit to the latest build of Crimson. And now it should have that database on it. If I go to runtime, hit remote view, and I just have a simple web page showing, so no big deal. But that is the way to do this. And of course, if I go back here, click the system, I'm already logged in here, so it should keep me in. And that's how I updated that. So I used the image file. I didn't use a micro SD card or anything like that. In this case, I went all via the web page for the unit, utilities, upload image, and did that procedure. So that's an alternate route as a method to update the firmware, or the, I can't really say firmware. I mean, it's firmware, but I am also updating the Crimson database. So again, you want to make sure that you extract the database prior to doing this, because when you do this procedure, and you didn't do that with the database image file, it's going to load a blank database. So make sure you save the database prior to doing this. And then when you're done, you should be up to the latest build going forward, and you can use Crimson 3.2, the latest going forward from here on out. Hey, thanks a lot, folks. Have a great day.